Hello knife enthusiasts, this is Sherman614 here. I have another knife review for you guys today. I'm kind of excited to do this one because it's one of my favorite knives. And I will get into all of that right now. This is the excellent Kershaw Skyline. I'm sure you guys have already seen a lot of videos on this, so I probably won't be saying anything you haven't already heard about this knife. But I still want to get my take out there and show you what I think about it. I'll tell you what I think about it. First of all, let's get started on the handle like I always do. It has the excellent, very nicely textured G10 handle scales. Very nice. I just love it. This is my first knife with real G10, and I just love the texture of it. It's very grippy, and I've used this when my hands were really sweaty. And I swear it's even more grippy when you're sweating. So it's just amazing. It's held together by 2 Torx screws, and that's mainly just to hold in that G10 backspacer as well. Which I like it that it doesn't go all the way through, it's just right there. So you could use that as a striking tool if need be. The other side has a very nice pocket clip, very simple pocket clip. Probably the most simple design I've ever seen by Kershaw. Like normally you have that like weird Batman wing type deal, but no, that's a very simple pocket clip, very strong, very well made. Now I have not had a problem with this eating up my pocket, because I know since it is that textured G10 and that pocket clip is laying right onto it, you'd think it would really rip up your pocket. Personally, I haven't had a problem with that. It carries very well and secure, but I have not had a problem with it ripping away at my jean material. Your opinion may vary. If you want, you can always take that pocket clip off. It only has 2 little Torx screws there. And just take a little piece of sandpaper and run it up underneath the pocket clip where it touches the frame. And just smooth it off so that it leaves a smooth surface. I've done that with a lot of my knives, so you might want to do that. I even might do it myself. The pocket clip is reversible from tip up to tip down carry. It came standard tip up. Only for right-handed people. Sorry guys. That kind of sucks. I wish every company could be like Spyderco and just make it a 4-way design. And also it does have a small lanyard hole. Pretty nice, but I never put lanyards on my knives. But for you guys who do, you have that option. And it has the ambidextrous thumb stud, but it's impossible to get it out on that side. And since it's not a left-handed carry knife, you really wouldn't need to do that anyway. But I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying I can't, where the pocket clip, its thumb stud recedes so far down in there, and it is so small, I cannot deploy it with thumb stud at all. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm saying I can't do it. I have bigger thumbs anyway. Alright, so let's get started. I think we've said enough about the handle. Let's talk about the blade. God, it opens up really smooth. The very nice hollow ground drop point blade. I believe it's a drop point. I really have a hard time remembering all the different blade designs. There's a modified drop point, convex, V12, 911. I don't friggin' know. So anyway, it says Kershaw on that side of the blade, like all Kershaw knives. It has the laser etched Kershaw logo. On the back it has your model number, the 1760. Steel is 14C28N, which I'm not quite familiar with the steel, so I'm anxious to see how it holds up with my everyday use. And it's patented, and it says made in the USA. It's pretty nice, you know. The only thing it's missing, it does not have the birth date down here on the tang of the blade, which is kind of weird. That's the first Kershaw knife I've ever seen that didn't have that. I don't know if they stopped doing this, because I believe this knife is new from last year. So I don't know if they stopped doing that or what. I hope not. That was one of the things that made Kershaw kind of cool. So yeah, it's excellent. I believe it's stone washed. I believe that's the finish. Or also satin, whatever you want to call it. Just a very nice finish. I love that. They also make this knife in a Damascus blade. I would love to get that one. And yeah, like I said, just an excellent blade design. The blade rides on the bronze bushings. It's kind of hard to see. but that's partially why it deploys so fast. And those bronze bushings are excellent. They're starting to put those on affordable knives now. That used to be a thing for only like the $100 knives. It just opens out lightning fast. Love it. Like I said, it is a liner locking knife. It has some jimping on the liner where your finger connects, but it has no jimping on the top. That kind of bugged me at first, but then I was thinking, this knife has such a deep finger cutout that you really don't need the jimping up here. I mean, it would be nice if they put a little bit in there at least, but you really don't need it. This knife is not going anywhere. It's got such, I mean, look at that finger cutout. I mean, it's amazing. You can hold it like this and it's not going to fall out. It feels excellent in reverse grip. I know I talk about that a lot. Ice pick, regular saber grip. Hammer grip, you can use as the striking implement if need be, because it does stick out of your hand a little bit. And I have fairly big hands, so. This blade is razor sharp. Comes out of the box like every Kershaw knife I've ever had, just absolutely shaving. The lockup, I know this varies from knife to knife. Mine, out of the package, does not wiggle even a little bit. I mean, I'm really pushing on that blade. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. No side to side or up and down at all. And of course, like I always said, side to side is fine. You can adjust it with, bam, little pivot screw. Up and down, that's locking integrity problems. The lockup is almost, the liner is almost all the way over on the blade. Now, I've had a problem at first, like when I first got this knife, since the liner is contoured to that finger cutout. It was hard for me to get my thumb down in there to disengage that lock, because there like wasn't enough material there to grab onto to push it out to disengage that lock. You guys might not have the same problem, but until I wore it in a little bit, I had problems closing this one-handed. I'd have to take my thumbnail from this hand and push it in. Like I said, that differs from knife to knife. You guys might not have that problem. This knife cost me, I believe, $36 after tax. I know what you're thinking. That is a great deal for a knife of this size with G10 handle scales. You're also wondering what the blade length is. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about the blade, guys. Sorry. The blade length is approximately 3 1/16 inches long, and the handle is 4 1/8 inches long. So I mean, that's a pretty, that's like perfect size, really, for an EDC knife. And also self-defense, if you need it to be. This knife will excel in both, in my personal opinion, because that is such a strong reinforced tip right there. Not highly reinforced, but still a nice tip. And that nice belly of that blade, almost like leaf shaped. So if you needed to, this would make a nice self-defense knife as well as a utility knife. So excellent EDC, and like I said, at the price of $36, and I got that at Walmart. I believe you can get these for about $32 on newgram.com, and I'm pretty sure you can get these at yourcornerstore.com as well. So check those two websites out. They're great websites. I've ordered a lot of stuff from them. I can't wait to get my hands on a Damascus steel version. So yeah, guys, this is the excellent Kershaw Skyline. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Of course, like always, if you have any questions, please comment, and I'll answer them right away. Sherman614, peace.